So we are at the end of my last 2-week grocery haul, and we had to restock for another 2 weeks. This is the next 2 weeks grocery haul. So I'm gonna go through. I do have a sick kid in the background. He might be coughing. Sorry about it. All right, so over here we have the organic ground beef. This is like my favorite. I either get the meat from Costco or Aldi. It's typically the cheapest. I got some chicken breast tenderloins, some pork chops, and some of the stew meat. I actually use these for beef tips. And then we have organic eggs, and we have marinara, pesto, green beans, tomato paste, Parmesan cheese. Then we come over here and we have 2 things of bacon, breakfast sausage, some hard salami, and some spinach and mozzarella ravioli. Then we come over, we have beef broth, black beans, refried beans. I got some ranch seasonings. I might use that with some chicken or the pork chop. Some broccoli, it's like a favorite in our house, and then 2 bags of corn. This is my favorite salsa, it's so good. And then we got a bushel of bananas, bag of spinach, chopped kale, shredded lettuce, little baby carrots, a cucumber, little tomatoes. We have blueberries, raspberries, watermelon. I got some Brussels sprouts. All right, then we have the mandarin oranges, apples, a bag of avocados, peaches, lemons, grapes, sweet potatoes, and a bag of onions. And then I got in the frozen for smoothies, we got mango chunks, blueberries, and strawberries. And then for cheeses, I got Munster, Colby Jack, a big thing of mild cheddar, some mozzarella. They subbed this Mexican style for my fresco queso. So I'll have to use that for our enchiladas tonight. And then we have these Colby and Monterey Jack cheese snack sticks. And then this is like the bread and drink, dairy section. We have plates. I got some moo tubes, some mochi, tzatziki, sour cream, oatmeal cookie oat. I haven't tried this, but I've heard it's good. 2 things of lactose-free milk, some orange juice. We got some soft taco tortillas. These are my favorite to use for enchiladas because not everyone in my house likes the corn tortillas, but everyone likes those. Then we have Hawaiian sweet rolls, English muffins, sourdough bread. I just have not learned how to make my own, and I'm so overwhelmed by the thought. Also, time is wrong. Don't you worry about that. It's like only 1 o'clock. 2 loaves of honey wheat bread. It's the kids' fave. All right, and then our junk snack area. Listen, we got 3 kids. This is life. We've got 2 boxes of Capri Suns. We've got some fruit and grain bars. They prefer either the strawberry or blueberry. Some chocolate chip chewy bars. And then Polly requested these last time and they didn't have it. So I got those. Probably messy, probably gonna regret it. Okay, so then we got these. These are another option for like a little treat. Got these because they just look really fun. My family loves space, so those will be fun, they'll love them. Some pistachios, some snack sticks, mandarin oranges for easy snacking, fruit strips, pita crackers, ridge sour cream, plantain chips. What else? We got white cheddar puffs, veggie straws, and then they subbed this kettle chip mesquite barbecue, so we'll see how those are. We've had them before and they like them. And then 2 things of apple juice. Okay, so the total for all that I just showed you was $253.13, and that was from Aldi this time. The last one was from Walmart. And like I said, we kind of go back and forth. We usually do a Walmart run, and then in 2 weeks we do Aldi. and all of that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I pantry and shelf cooked a couple dinners this week while we were running low. Okay, so this is the before. As you can see, we are very low. So as you can see, we are pretty bare. So let's fill her up. All right, so got everything in. And then I'm gonna start prepping dinner. I'm gonna do beef enchiladas. All right, so for this, I'm using my soft flour tortillas. I'm gonna use up the 3 that I have left, and then I have a pound of ground beef. I cook the ground beef with some salsa, and that's pretty much it, and some spices. I'm gonna cut up an onion, I forgot to grab that. And then this is the enchilada sauce that I like to use. It was on sale. There's another one that I like more, but I can't remember what it's called. And then I just do black beans on the side, but I do refried beans in half of the enchiladas. All right, so I'm so excited to share with you guys just a couple of my pantry staples. This is usually the end of the week, or middle to end of the last week of my shop, and I usually have these kind of ingredients left over. These are the veggies that I usually had a plethora of, and I need to use them up. So you'll see that most of these I'm using the same exact ingredients in, and it makes it just that much more easy. And obviously with this one in particular, I had just actually done my food shop, so I am using a couple things that I did pick up in my new order, but most of the things I had on hand, which was so nice. Half of the tortillas I had on hand, and the enchilada sauce I had on hand, and the veggies. So that felt really good. This was kind of like one of those half pantry, half new ingredient meals, which is pretty typical of me on the day that I food shop, because I'm kind of tired of what we've had in the house. And so it kind of blends what we had with the new things that we had. And I typically have kind of a meal planning schedule that is loosely based on what we like, but also I like to bring in new things every week if I can. And I like to typically have like a Mexican or Spanish night, maybe a new Greek meal. Those are kind of the ones that we've been really into recently, so I guess those are top of mind. But I really like to have a night for each kind of option so that it's not always the same thing every week. All right, we like a lot of cheese on top, but I just layer. I have about 2 layers. Half has refried beans and beef mixture, and then the other half just has the beef mixture. And so it's kind of, if I had a bigger pan, I would just do them separate, but I really like this because then when you cut into it, you get 2 per person if they want one. I usually just like to cut it and then I just have half, which makes 1 full one, however you want to do it. So then I cook this at 375 or 350 depending on your stove, and I usually do about 25 to 30 minutes. I like it really golden and crispy, so just depending on how you like it. Everything's cooked in this, so really you don't have to do much cooking, but like I said, based on my stove, it works better for me if I do 350 to 375 and about anywhere between 20 and 25 minutes, sometimes even 30 depending. And I never throw out things that I didn't use, even if it's just a small amount. I had refried beans left from my can, so I'm going to date the day that I opened them so that I know for when I want to use it in the future. So this is one of our favorite meals to make, and it's super easy, super cost effective. I like to start it off in the oven, and I do the glaze, the teriyaki glaze with a bit of butter, and then I will take it out of the oven and then kind of leave it sauteing to kind of get that glaze thickened up. Oh, it's so good. You could also sprinkle some sesame seeds on top if you wanted to. That would be yum. Now we are heading into the Italian world, and this sauce is my absolute fave, and I just love to make it at least once a week. All right, tonight I'm doing a veggie pasta sauce, which has marinara, lean ground beef, onions, zucchini, and peppers, and some spices. And then I'm gonna serve that over egg noodles. My family loves egg noodles with spaghetti. All right, so that's made with this and these. Super easy. And then either they can do a meatball sandwich or over some protein pasta. And yes, we did Italian 2 times this week. We were just getting low. This was right before I was gonna food shop. So I was definitely shopping in my freezer and my pantry tonight. And I had some kids that wanted a meatball sandwich and then some that wanted some pasta. So we did that and it was so good. It's always a crowd pleaser, super easy. And I don't have like a brand of frozen meatballs that I love. I just kind of get whatever's on sale. And I had gotten these BOGO from Publix. And as always, it's so wonderful to share another little bit of my life with you guys. Cooking is not always my favorite thing to do, but it's definitely one of those things that when I find recipes that I really like and that seem pretty simple to make, I love to share them with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. Leave me a new recipe below so that I can give it a try, and we'll see you next time. Love your faces.